Two. So, hello, friends. I welcome you all to another podcast that we are hosting, and हम बहुत दिग्गज लोगों को अपने पॉडकास्ट पे ला रहे हैं. तो it's an honor for me to introduce the today's host for you, which is Nihar Ranjan Sahu sir. हो सकता है कि मैं सर और भैया काफी ऑल्टरनेटिवली यूज करूँ, ये जो इनसे रिलेशनशिप है वो भैया जैसी है, बट रिस्पेक्टफुली इट वुड बी द बेस्ट टू कॉल हिम सर. तो निहार सर एंड आई नो इच अदर सिंस 2019 आई गेस. एंड हम कैसे मिले थे
Yeah,
वगैरह वो भी मैं शेयर करूंगा स्टूडेंट से मूविंग फॉरवर्ड पूरी ऑडियंस से. तो पहले मैं आपको एक छोटा सा आइडिया देता हूँ दोस्तों कि हाउ वी नो इच अदर. ओके, फिर तो हम सर से उनका इंट्रोडक्शन काफी डिटेल में पूछेंगे, बिकॉज इट्स अ वेरी वेरी गुड इंट्रोडक्शन. इट्स अ वेरी इंस्पिरेशनल इंट्रोडक्शन दैट ही विल बी शेयरिंग. तो बेसिकली हम जब मेरा गेट में ऑल इंडिया रैंक 60 आया था 2019 में, एंड निहार सर वाज वन ऑफ द सीनियर्स हु हैड स्कोर्ड अ ब्रिलियंट रैंक, एंड वी यूज्ड टू टेक हिम एज एन इंस्पिरेशन. So we met at an event where he was also there. He represented as a senior for guiding us. So वहां पर I met him for the first time. We were catching up the flight from Bangalore, I guess, right? Where we met each other.
yeah, yeah.
तो या उसी ड्यूरेशन, एंड आई वाज अनेबल टू बिलीव कि मैं निहार सर के साथ बात कर रहा हूँ, मैं निहार भैया के साथ बात कर रहा हूँ. क्योंकि आपको भी पता होगा दोस्तों कि जब आप गेट के लिए प्रिपेयर करते हो या किसी भी एग्जाम के लिए प्रिपेयर करते हो, उनके जो रैंक होल्डर्स होते हैं वो आपके लिए भगवान से कम नहीं होते, क्योंकि दे हैव बीन गॉन थ्रू योर जर्नी एंड दे हैव अचीव्ड व्हाट यू आर वर्किंग डे इन एंड डे आउट फॉर. तो निहार सर ने एक बहुत ही बेहतरीन रैंक लाया, जो कि उसके बारे में मैं उन्हें ही बताने के लिए बोलूंगा. तो सर, ओवर टू यू. एक वैसे तो मैं आपको जानता ही हूँ, कोई इंट्रोडक्शन की जरूरत नहीं है, लेकिन एक पूरी वाइडर ऑडियंस के लिए जो आपसे पहली बार मिल रही है, मैं चाहूंगा कि आप एक ब्रीफ इंट्रोडक्शन दें अपना, फिर हम उसके अराउंड ही पॉडकास्ट को कंटिन्यू करेंगे. तो ओवर टू यू.
Yeah, first of all, thanks Aditya for inviting me, and to audience, like, yeah, and thanks for whatever the introduction you gave me also. Uh, yeah, so Aditya and me know quite well, so I don't expect sir from him. Like, it's even if he calls me Nihar, it's fine. Yeah, so about me, like, I started my, like, kind of engineering life back in 2012 through my bachelor's degree in computer science in one government college in Odisha. And then I prepared for GATE and got all India rank 9 and got into Indian Institute of Science for master's degree. And that was in CSE department. Then after that, when I joined master's degree, always I was fascinated by research. So it was always in my mind, okay, I'll go for PhD. But for some reasons, I decided to do PhD in India. So after master's, I joined PhD in IIT Bombay. I'm currently doing PhD at IIT Bombay, like finishing my PhD pretty soon, in month or two. And my thesis is in natural language processing, and the exact thesis is in responsible NLP. So as we know, like, these LLMs are nowadays very popular, and they have many, like, security concerns. Then
Yeah,
um, uh, many use cases where LLMs or any AI models can behave irresponsibly. How can we make them control their behavior? So that's my kind of thesis area. Yeah, so that's pretty much my introduction. Maybe I missed one thing in between, like, between my master's and PhD career. I was working as a software developer in one of the leading companies, Citrix R&D, if anybody knows it. Yeah, that's
परफेक्ट.
my
यस
introduction.
यस. ऑसम. सो फ्रेंड्स, पहले तो मैं जितना इनको पहचानता हूँ मैं आपको बता देता हूँ कि ही इज वेरी हम्बल एंड डाउन टू अर्थ पर्सन. तो जिस हिसाब से ये आपको एकदम कैजुअल वे में ऑल इंडिया रैंक 9 बोल रहे थे, एकदम कैजुअल वे में इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ साइंसेज यानी आईएससी बैंगलोर बोल रहे थे और आईआईटी बॉम्बे बोल रहे थे, ये उतना बिल्कुल आसान नहीं है. ठीक है, एज यू नो ईच ऑफ दीज थिंग्स, एंड जैसे कि इन्हें तो आपको ये भी बताना भूल गए कि ये बीच में कंपनी में काम कर रहे थे जिसको वो एकदम ही कैजुअल वे में बता रहे हैं. तो दीज आर ऑल वेरी वेरी बिग अचीवमेंट्स. And this is the best thing about him, that he thinks that there is a lot to be achieved, there is a lot of things left to be achieved. But let me tell you that everything all India rank 16 gate in the very first attempt, I guess. Yes, आपका ये first attempt
No,
था.
in first attempt I got 1600. Then
Okay.
that was in final year. Second
अच्छा.
attempt I got all India rank 9.
Awesome. So means ठीक है, that's a very inspirational journey as well, 1600 to 9. And obviously college के साथ आपने दिया था. तो ऑल इंडिया रैंक 9 फ्रेंड्स, देन टॉकिंग अबाउट आईएससी बैंगलोर एंड देन आईआईटी बॉम्बे। तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल भैया मैं आपसे ये पूछना चाहूंगा कि व्हाट इंस्पायर्ड यू टू एक्चुअली गिव गेट एग्जाम, एक एकदम शॉर्ट में अगर आप बता सके तो, क्योंकि लॉट्स ऑफ पीपल स्ट्रगल डिसाइडिंग दीज थिंग्स नाउअडेज।
So that's my story is a little different. Like I come, like if I start from my very basics, I come from
Yes.
a student like who was inspired towards medical science more. So I was preparing for
Okay.
medical, but I didn't get medical seat because of the
Oh,
limited
okay.
number of seat in Odisha government, whatever the
Yeah.
medical seats.
Yeah.
Then I was kind of second option was for me is either electrical engineering or computer science because I was fascinated by any of these two. But when I joined computer science, it was like something is happening. I don't know, like C programming,
Yeah.
I knew then. So I was like, okay, let's drop computer science. I was planning to drop computer
Oh
science. Then
my God.
my father persuaded, okay, you have got one government seat. It is someone else. If you
Hmm.
like drop it, you are using someone else seat, so don't drop it. Do your best.
Hmm.
So, but something happened in third year. Like again, because I was not doing well there in the first year, in my mind I was moving towards management. But
Okay.
something happened in third year. There used to be some placement test for final year students,
Hmm.
and one of my senior told me, okay, you write test for one of each batchmate. I was like, Bhaiya,
Okay.
exam is in 2 days, and I'm in third year. How can I write exam for fourth year? Then he gave me confidence that whatever you will do, you will in 2 days also that will be like way
Wow.
far better than his friend. So that was something AMCAT test. If
Yeah, yeah,
I'm not
MCAT
wrong.
aptitude test before
Yeah, yeah.
placements. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So when I wrote that exam, surprisingly I got 99 percentile score.
My God.
99 percentile is for 99 percentile is not very tough, but I didn't expect that much also.
Yeah.
But the next thing was after that exam, I had a chance to discuss with those seniors, like topper of that
Hmm.
batch, about how or like some of the questions in that test. Then I realized even I am kind of trying to I am able to convince them with the correct answers and correct reasoning. Then I realized my tech thing is not that bad. So let's give a try to get because
Okay.
from very beginning of my childhood, I was fascinated by this research and all.
Awesome.
So then gave the try to get, but because I was more diverted into management, so in final year
Hmm.
I didn't get time to prepare for get that much.
Okay.
But after that, I gave proper time for preparation and I
Correct.
got into IIS.
Awesome. So basically, you figured out you were not having a proper plan. As the life
Yeah,
proceeded,
yeah, yeah.
you decided what to do, what not
I
to do. Awesome.
yes.
So friends, you can
So that's
definitely learn from this.
if that exam like didn't happen, if my senior didn't had not told me to write that exam, maybe I was
Correct.
somewhere else.
Awesome. So, friends, this is a very good answer to the excuse that we make, right? I will also consider myself in that situation that sometimes we make an excuse that we don't know what's the next step, we don't know what to do next. And as Sir has already mentioned, that you just need to take the next step, and the next step will be figured out as you
Hmm.
proceed forward, right? So, it's like you are driving a car in a foggy way, and you can only see the next two steps. And as you
Yeah,
proceed, you can keep seeing the next two steps, and that's how you proceed forward. Awesome, awesome. Really inspiring. So, sir, then I would like to ask you, how was the life at IISc Bangalore? Because again, I'll come to the next question, which is very obvious. Then, what's the life at IIT Bombay as well? And there has been always a debate about IISc Bangalore versus IIT Bombay because I have also been in that situation. I remember asking this question to you as well because at that time when I had to decide, you were already at IISc Bangalore. So yeah, means if you can put your own points into this debate, your personal experience of both the colleges and what are the pros and cons, if you would like to highlight, or anything that can help students understand what the life is actually as. So yeah,
yeah. So whatever I'll share is completely my personal. It can be
yeah,
different from other people also.
yeah,
Uh, when I joined IISc, I was coming from a tier three college completely. So the
yeah,
kind of curriculum, the kind of pressure that I felt at IISc was like humongous when I compared with my bachelor's. Like, so that
yeah,
was one of the tough part. during that's something I faced kind of a problem or kind of struggle, I would say, during my initial phase of IISc. But it was okay. Like once you go through the first semester, you get acquainted with the system, you acquainted with the curriculum, and you kind of now you are in your space. You can do well
Hmm.
after that.
Yeah.
But something helps there is the friend circle. If you have a good friend circle,
Hmm.
you discuss among because whether it is IIT or IISc,
Hmm.
it's like all the top rankers go if they're
Correct. To
all
these colleges.
eligible. Yeah, so they are like well equipped with high, like good amount of knowledge, good
Right.
expertise, and kind of intelligence also. So if you make good friend circle, so who are ready to help you to go through those bad phases, then
Hmm.
like you can go through. If you stay alone, you don't share your troubles with anybody else. Maybe
Yeah.
it's tough. Like there are people who drop from IIT or also IISc, so it's like
Absolutely.
one advice I would say, keep keep some good friend circle when you go to these higher institutes. And
Correct.
I joined IISc because I had always a research interest, and IISc is like a kind of
Topmost.
top-notch research institute in India.
Hmm.
So yeah, after first semester, I think it was pretty much kind of smooth ride for me in IISc. And
Hmm.
in second year also, I got chance to kind of be the placement coordinator for my batch. So
Okay.
I was kind of involved in that activity also. I mean, it's a little bit easy in IISc because we don't have to do TSA. So
Correct.
you are focused into your curriculum and whatever the extra things you are taking up.
Extracurricular. Yes. Yes. Got it. And then, sir, means I would like to ask, so you have been an interview coordinator, and if I understand that correctly, I also applied for that at IIT Bombay. So basically, when your seniors are appearing for their interviews, you will assist them, you will help them so that they don't miss any good company's interview or anything around that, right?
So in IISc it is different. So you are
Okay.
when you are placement coordinator for your batchmates. So there
Oh,
was two things. One is
okay.
internship batch, one is placement batch. In internship batch, that happens in first year. There also you are coordinator for your batchmates, not only department,
Hmm.
other departments also, because computer science is leading everywhere.
Hmm.
So placement coordinators for computer science are kind of considered placement coordinator of institute itself because
Got it.
they have a lot of contacts.
Yeah.
So I was placement coordinator twice, one in the
Awesome.
internship batch in first year also, and in second year, but for my batchmates only.
Oh, acha. So then, what was your personal experience with placements? Means I guess you that was never your first priority. That seems so, but yeah, you can
Exactly,
share.
exactly, exactly. So I became the placement coordinator because placement was not even my
Wow,
10th priority
wow,
then.
wow.
I was only looking out for PhD options then. So then my
Okay.
seniors told me, ki, okay, you have been internship coordinator already, so and you are not serious about placement, so help out your batchmates. So and
Wow.
one of my friend Meghasam, he was also the placement coordinator, and we
Okay.
gel well.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
thought, okay, it's no problem, I can do.
Awesome. So that's kind of a very selfless thing that you have done, right? Means you were not even bothered about placements, but you are assisting your batchmates
Yeah, yeah.
to crack the best placements. Awesome. Friends, that's exactly
Generally,
shows.
that happened for our batch. Surprisingly, even Megha was not serious about placement. I was not serious about
Oh,
placement.
okay.
So we both became the placement coordinator.
And friends, that exactly proves the point that how the good environment you can find at the top colleges, right? Means
Yeah.
uh, there is a lot of selflessness. Means even at our college, the two people who were handling the placement part, they were very good at it, but they were not thinking that why we should increase our own competition, right? We used to face this a lot,
Yeah,
bhaiya,
yeah.
in BTech, that we
Mm-hmm.
used to be so competitive that we don't used to share any knowledge or guidance with the batchmates, right? We, in the sense, the whole mentality. But I was also very
Yes,
shocked that at IIT Bombay and IISc Bangalore and any other such good college, lots of people are looking forward to help each other out, irrespective of
that's
whether the
true.
competition is increasing or not, right? That's really
I
fascinating.
mean, ISC will make you more humble. I like people come there, like students come there, they're a lot humble.
Correct.
From my own experience, it will make you
Yeah,
more
yeah.
humble.
Awesome, awesome. Perfect. And then coming to the next obvious question, the life at IIT Bombay in general, and what are the major differences that you have noticed?
Coming to IIT Bombay, yeah, so I joined IIT Bombay because it was my whatever the area I choose to do PhD. This was kind of my only option back then because
Yeah,
of many reasons, COVID and other things.
yeah.
Um, so when I came here, I feel like drastic environmental difference. There, it's all about in IISc, all about research. Here, it's all about placement. I
Yeah,
mean,
correct.
so people come to IIT, I felt, even bachelor's or master's only for placements.
Placements.
So
Yeah.
when we used to work as master student in IISc, we used to think about research problems. Here, people in IIT Bombay, master students, we used to think, okay, let's keep the research problem like second, third
Hmm.
priority, prepare, give priority to coding and all those things.
Can't
Like
deny. Means I totally agree. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one environmental difference I faced, and other thing is this location. IISc
Hmm.
location in Bangalore is beautiful. Location, environment. Bombay is heart of Mumbai, and it's polluted, noisy.
Hmm. Hmm.
Other
And
than that, everything is.
hmm. Everything
Other
is
than that,
similar.
everything is not similar. I mean, I'll give one upper hand to IIT as compared to
Hmm.
IISc is the kind of the humbleness of the professors. So in IISc
Hmm.
that I never found. Here in IIT, professors are much more humble.
Got it. Okay. And I would say one of the reasons would be that obviously they are professors and they are doing their job the best. But here the crowd is
I would say
also
because
for the BTech,
uh,
right? Yeah.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Because they are teaching
Hmm.
bachelor students, they have
Correct.
to be
Correct.
in IISc.
They
They're
have to be
just
humble.
they're much more involved in their own research. So they're in their own world. So
Yes.
they
Yes.
are not sympathetic towards students that much.
Got it. Totally understood. And talking about your work, PhD work at IIT Bombay. So if I'm not missing anything, we had talked about like this around 3 4 years back. So you are also doing your PhD under the same professor that I have done my master's, which is Dr. Pushpak Bhattacharya, sir,
So
right?
yeah,
Awesome,
yeah,
awesome.
yes.
So means we can talk on this topic for around hours, but yeah, means I'm pretty much sure that the moment you took the name that you are researching in natural language processing, no other name can pop up in my mind except for Dr. Pushpak Bhattacharya, sir. So really amazing, friends. I would like to tell you that the professor, Dr. Pushpak sir, is the prominent person that you will find not just in India but across the globe in this area. And tremendous work means you can just check out his work. I am a very proud student of his, and I'm sure that Nihar sir is also having a great time. Obviously, it would be difficult to work under such a great level professor, but obviously, it comes with its own benefit that as soon as you take that name in front of anyone in the NLP domain, they are like hands down to you, and the credit goes
Yeah,
the way.
true.
Awesome. And Bhaiya, if I remember, I have seen your post that you also represented the college at some uh, research event that was abroad, if I'm not wrong.
So it's not represented. So it's like you publish research papers, you go and attend those
Okay.
conferences. So
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
yeah, yeah, there are 3 4 events I have been to, 3 4 research
Can you
conferences
just
I've been.
tell very short about each of these, which
Uh,
where it was conducted and which year you visited, like that?
yeah, initially I visited to EMNLP conference that was in December 2022 in Abu Dhabi.
Abu
Then
Dhabi. Okay.
last year actually I visited. Last year, actually, 2024, I visited thrice. Once to Italy for
Wow.
LRE conference, once to Mexico for NACL, NAACL, once to Thailand for ACL conference.
Awesome. ACL. Yeah. Awesome.
So four conference,
Four
ACL
conferences.
conference. Yeah,
Awesome. And all four abroad means international conferences.
yeah, yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
That's
National
really,
conferences also we visit, but yeah,
yeah,
national conferences are of national standard, international are of international standard. So
absolutely.
that's
Absolutely. Awesome. Awesome. Really happy to know about it. And sir, as you said that you are working in NLP, right? So I assume that working with the data, supervised or unsupervised, would be a day-to-day work for you, right? So would you like
yeah,
to
yeah.
highlight upon this segment, like how useful you think data is important. Like obviously we know, but for the general audience, uh, how it helps you make data good decisions for business as well as the job perspective. If you can just highlight on it.
So, like when it comes to machine learning, I'll maybe use machine learning like throughout whatever the discussions we're having. So, but machine learning is kind of encapsulating deep learning, natural language processing, or computer vision, anything. So, all those things are kind of
Absolutely.
coming
Yeah.
under machine learning only. So, in machine learning, when we do any, like we try to solve any problem statement, data is important. So, that's the first thing here. Even Pushpak sir would have told you, or he also told me, when you are doing
Yes.
something, observe the data first. So
Correct.
depending on the nature of the data, first thing is put, then of course the problem statement, then is data. So if problem statement you are motivated about, and you have some motivation to solve that problem statement, whether with respect to job motivation or with respect to research motivation, whatever it is, then is for that problem statement, what's the data at hand? Like if data is good enough to achieve that motivation or not. And then coming to, if it is good enough, then what's the quality of the data? So there, depending on the domain, like depending on the NLP, depending on tabular data, depending on the image data. So there are different ways how do we check the quality of the data. So if the quality of the data available at hand is good enough or not, if not,
Yeah.
can we create data? So when you create
Hmm.
data, you have to understand the problem statement even deeper way, so that you
Hmm.
can kind of yourself create those artifacts, whatever the nuances you want in the problem statement. But when it
Hmm.
comes to machine learning, data
Is
is
a
like the
must.
utmost
Correct.
important thing, I would say. Like there are when it comes to even when it comes to job, it is even more important because
Hmm.
like in job particularly, you are not doing any research, you are just applying some packages, some APIs, right? And you
Hmm.
have to
Hmm.
explain the output of those packages and APIs. So
Hmm.
to do that, you need to know what's the nature of the data. Maybe because of some artifacts in the data, whatever the API you are using, it's not working. If it is a standard API, it's of course it's coming through some proper research, right? So you cannot blame the
Yes.
API. So you
Correct.
need to know the artifacts of the data, and for every API, there will be some other version also. If maybe for that particular data, you need some variant of that particular API. So
Yeah.
if you know the data only, you can realize, okay, what variant I have to apply.
And you can leverage it to the fullest, right? Because
Yes,
you
to
need
the
to know
fullest.
for what purpose it has been created, right? Correct.
Yes, yes,
Makes a lot
yes.
of sense. So yeah, the reason I asked you this question is means I totally believe onto this, right? And I would also go one level down than this. So you directly started from machine learning, which I totally agree is the heart and soul of the research today. But when I look at freshers, like not even MTech freshers who are looking for job, even the BTech freshers who are planning to go to job or to higher studies and all, right? I understood that basic data analytics skills is a must in today's world. This is my personal opinion. I would like to have your suggestion after this as well, for sure. So what I believed is that the basic knowledge of Python, SQL, NumPy, Pandas, data visualization, like using libraries, using Seaborn, Matplotlib to visualize the data and to get a sense about the data. As you said, that understanding the data is the first step, along with the problem statement, right? So I believe that
Mm-hmm.
these skills are very much missing nowadays because we are used to follow the same pattern of DSA, front end, back end side, right? But looking at the job market nowadays, lots of opportunities are in the data side, be it data engineering, be it data analytics, business analytics, data scientist, machine learning engineer. Okay, different names, AI engineer, different names, but revolves around the same, right? So today I'm
Exactly.
representing the firm that we have started, okay, nextbigtech.com, nextbigtech.com, with the aim that we need to actually help people upskill. There are lots of gaps in which the colleges are teaching and what the industry is expecting nowadays, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to bridge in this gap, we have created our own variants of courses. I myself have personally recorded them. I have also sent you the link to the website, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So what
Yep.
we have started it with, the purpose is that students should know what is exactly expected from them, because it's not their mistake that they are being taught something else, and when they are sit for interviews, there is a very huge gap in what they have been taught.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Mm-hmm.
today, I see lots of colleges are teaching in the slideshow manner. They are putting up slides and
Mm-hmm.
they are giving books to read and all. irrespective of whether the person is aiming for a data analytics job or not, right? So we have
Mm.
tried to bridge in all these gaps. Okay, we know that the attention span of the students is reducing day by day. So we have made sure
Mm.
that on an average, our lectures are between 7 to 10 minutes long only, because we are breaking down the topic at very granular level, right? So
Yeah.
would you also suggest that students, let's say someone is from non-tech background, or just they are just freshers, they have not had
Mm.
any job experience as of now, would you suggest them to again start with data analytics like Python, SQL, and Python libraries, or your views would be something different? And please be open to share your views. Yeah.
I mean, if uh, something is related to computer science, I think Python is important. Like must, not important,
Must.
it's must. Like I
Yeah.
know people who are doing PhD in other fields
Hmm.
like system side of the computer science topic,
Hmm.
so syllabus, or let's algorithm side of this algorithmic computer science. But
Hmm.
when they go to like kind of searching for jobs, everybody asks one thing: Are you comfortable with Python? Have you done
Okay.
some basic AI/ML course or not? Like nowadays, it's like norm. Basic
Norm.
AI/ML understanding you should have. And when it
Hmm.
comes to basic AI/ML understanding, and Python is the must thing.
Correct.
I mean, and coming to this particularly understanding data, there are two things. One is three things actually. R,
Hmm.
then MATLAB and Python. There are these three programming languages available, but Python is the easiest and the widely used, and it's completely Python community is so open source and
Yeah.
kind of so kind of
So
what do
many
we say,
libraries
like
are
if
built upon it.
so many
Yeah.
libraries, and if you have some doubt, you will find some solutions on web definitely. So that's why everybody go for the Python only,
Okay.
and it's must, no doubt there,
Got it.
no brainer.
Yeah. So is it part of your day-to-day work as a researcher as well at IIT Bombay?
Yeah, true. Like it's like particular, not only Python, this data analytics skill also, like it's part of day-to-day life. When we do research, like try to solve
Hmm.
research problem, also we visualize the data, analyze the output. Even to
Hmm.
analyze the output, you need some of these data analytics skills,
Skills.
how to plot,
Yes.
which plots are important for what problem
Perfect.
statement.
Yeah.
I mean, which packages have these functionalities. Sometimes you need some kind of things to project or present, but
Hmm.
if you don't know if this facility is available or not, then you cannot think of more in that line. So if you
Ahead
know,
of it.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, ahead
Yeah.
of it. So that thing is like part of my life in research. A job
Okay.
also, like I was doing interning at Adobe Research last year. There
Yeah.
also every day I use this. And coming to importance of this part particularly, because IITs and IIScs are like forefronter of the education systems in India, so they should
Yes.
be really kind of dynamically accommodating all the contents, whatever world is moving towards.
Hmm.
And IIT particularly, I will say in bachelor students second year, they have a compulsory course on data analytics. So that's
Yeah.
how important it is. I don't know about other or tier two, tier three colleges, but in IITs,
Hmm.
it's
It
compulsory
is much.
course nowadays.
Okay. Means I have interacted with lots of students of tier two, tier three colleges as well, and I see that there's a huge gap. Means I was surprised that I visited one college and they were not even aware that Python is a language, and they were third year students. So
Yeah,
I
for
don't know
me
what to say.
during my bachelor's also that was kind of the same because I
Yeah.
started with C. In third year, someone told me, okay, in because I was fascinated by competitive programming, then I was doing everything in C++.
C++.
Someone told me
Yeah.
Python. Yeah, Python, it is easy to write. Like quickly we can type if you have the algorithms.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
and there was not much of internet those days. Some geo
Yeah.
free internet we had. I
Correct. Correct.
remember I used to completely explore all the GeoNet, just searching some Python things.
Awesome. But
Then
but that was, I guess, 2014, right? 2013, 2014.
2014. Yeah.
Correct. Nowadays it's 2025, and still I see people not aware of Python. So that's pretty fascinating. Coming to the second question, which is very much aligned to the first question, that okay, people understand the need to upskill, right? You know, me know, everyone knows that nowadays people are looking for skills more than anything else, right? So would you suggest that some students complain that we are already late, like we are in third year and there is no hope that we can do anything now, even if we do any course? Okay. uh, do you agree on to that, or do you also believe that this is just another excuse that we as student have made and we are used to make? So anything around that?
I mean, nothing is late.
Yeah.
So when you're starting something, you can consider yourself as like kind of a beginner there. And if you are interested and motivated towards whatever the end goal that will give you in the end after completing whatever the curriculum or syllabus or the course or the degree. So if you're motivated towards the end goal of that, then I mean, whenever you start, it doesn't matter. You can start at the end of bachelor's also, like me when I
Hmm.
started my gate preparation and up my bachelor's, and I took some 6 months to kind of do whatever the best I could do. It's like I could have kept okay, I'll have to waste another year, whatever the rank I have got, whatever the institute I will be getting,
Yeah.
I'll go there
Yeah.
without wasting time. But you should have motivation for the end goal. If you have motivation for the end goal, time is not important point at all. Like, I mean, even if you're
Agreed.
starting all this data analytics after, if you're mechanical student starting data analytics after your
Hmm.
bachelor's, you're looking for some job, it's completely fine. And if you're focused to get the job and you have 6 months of times and you're completely focused, 6 months is good enough.
you
So
you
that
can
way,
change
so
the
you
game
have
in 6 months,
to,
right? Yeah. Correct.
yeah, you can change the
Yeah.
game in 6 months. All my complete gate preparation was just 5 months. After bachelor's, like some problem happened, I could not prepare for 3 4 months. Then it was completely for 5 months. I mean, it happens. Like if you're focused and motivated for the end goal, I mean, you can achieve. I mean,
Awesome.
if I
Awesome.
I say if I could achieve from where I come from,
Yeah.
anybody can achieve.
Anyone. Perfect. Yeah, means I totally agree and relate to that, because it's about focused preparation. Okay, means it doesn't matter
Yeah,
2 years, 1 year, but if you are putting more the effort people put in a month or a week, right? So that would be
yeah,
better. And we have one
yeah,
last question that, obviously, due to the lack of time, we'll keep this, but I'll definitely look into the part two of it, because I think that it would be in demand as well, because there are lots of questions I would like to ask you. So just for this particular session, one last question that I would like to ask you is, any general message that you would like to share with the wider audience? So this audience consists of, let's say, college students as well, working professionals as well, non-CS, non-tech oriented people as well. So anything in general that from your journey you would like to share with the students, and anything that can help them just get forward from where they are. So yeah, that would be the last question for this
yeah.
session.
So it's one advice I can give is like to anybody's whoever is coming to tech particularly, to be adaptive. The way this
Hmm.
AI world is moving, you have to adapt.
Hmm.
Like the technologies when I started my PhD, these LLMs never existed. So we have to think
Yeah.
of problem statements, solve problem statements with the small language models we had. In the mid of
Hmm.
our PhD, something happened like none of our problem statements is valid anymore. So you have to think of new
Hmm.
problem statements. You have to think of new ways of solving those problem statements. So like world is evolving, tech world is evolving, so you have to
Faster than
adjust to
ever.
that flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's faster than ever. But actually, so you cannot sit back, okay, no, I could not do that, so I cannot do this. So forget that, whatever you could not do now, whatever is
Hmm.
the requirement, depending on
Hmm.
whatever is the requirement of the tech market, uh, research market, whatever, all these things you can do
Hmm.
if your motivation, again, only thing is your motivation. Motivation can be money oriented, can be job oriented, it can be
Hmm.
social help oriented. Motivation can be anything, but you should have some end goal or end motivation that will drive you.
Awesome. And means in a way, it's a clean slate, right? Now anyone can start from wherever they are, irrespective
Yeah,
of what their background is, right? They have lots of resources
yes,
at
yes,
their disposal, correct? Means
yeah,
due to the internet and everything, they can achieve
internet, yeah,
whatever a person at IIT Bombay or IISc Bangalore is having. Obviously, one thing that differentiates is the environment, the people that we are
eh,
surrounded with, right?
true. True,
Correct.
true. That matters
But
actually.
if you have internal drive, as you mentioned, it can be anything. It can be motivation to get a great job, to have better lifestyle, anything. It can be achieved
Exactly.
if you decide to, right? Today,
Yes.
the lack of resources is no longer an excuse because we all know that it is
True.
available in the best way possible. Awesome.
Yeah.
It was really very inspiring, sir, to have a discussion with you. Even I got to know few things that I never was aware of. And friends, if there is enough engagement over this video, if you would like to have any specific questions asked to sir, we are looking forward to have another session with him because I believe that there are lots of questions, lots of curiosity I have that needs to be put forward, and we should have those views from sir as well. So yeah, with that, I would like to end this. I would call the part one, although we didn't intend to, but we'll have to end it right now because considering the time commitments and the schedule that he has. So yeah, looking forward to your questions as well, so that I can ask Nihar Ranjan Sahu sir the perfect questions that you're looking for, and then we'll have a separate discussion on the part two. Definitely, you can check out a coupon code which is Nihar 10, using which you will get a flat 10% off across all the courses. It is in collaboration with Nihar Ranjan Sahu sir. And yeah, thank you so much, sir. Once again, it was really
Yeah.
inspiring as well as motivating to have discussion. And as always, looking forward to have some more insights from you in the upcoming one. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Have
I
a great
also
day.
really enjoyed the discussion. Yeah. Let's, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.